I still remember at 3, I anxiously slipped on this pair of ballet shoes and attended my very first ballet class. At 5, I carelessly stumbled towards the judge to collect this trophy right here, my very first dance award. And at 9, my ballerina dreams finally came true, and I wore this tutu right here and did my very first ballet solo. At 15, I still fall in love and am fully captivated by this beautiful art form, dance. Ever since I was little, I have been taking dance classes ranging from ballet, jazz, lyrical, contemporary, and modern dance. I still remember my pure excitement of going to dance class and watching my dance seniors, or as I call them, dancers, dance, and I remember feeling so in awe of them. That was when I knew that I wanted to be just like them, graceful, charismatic, and expressive. When I first set foot on the big stage, I was only 5, dancing for my studio's annual dance concert. And today, I don't remember what I wore, what song I danced to, or what the choreography was, but what I do remember is the unexplainable adrenaline I felt waiting in the wings. And when I actually stepped on that stage, wow, everything just hit me all at once. The blurry faces of the audience, the warmth of the colorful stage lights, my breath, the moments passing by. It was the liberating feeling of performing, the force and the power of movement which empowers me till this day. For someone like me who is pretty introverted and reserved, at times I struggle to put my thoughts and feelings into words and share them with others. And that's why I choose to incorporate dance in my life, to let the voice of my soul come through and to tell my stories to the world through dance. For years, I always wondered why I loved to dance so much, and competitive training made me believe that it was due to my pursuit for perfection, as well as the mastery associated with dance. Whenever I was preparing for competition season, the priority was always to master the steps, nail the choreography, ensure that the spacing is right. And being the perfectionist that I am, the technical perfection that I gained from dance definitely gave me a certain amount of satisfaction. But something still felt missing. So I started to question my mindset. Why do I love to dance so much? What is it about dance that I can't help but feel so enthralled by? Was I missing the fact that feelings are integral to the entire process of dancing? This sudden realization was like a wake-up call, that all this while I've been having the misconception that feelings are only an additional element and were trained and rehearsed, when in fact the main character of an item is not the choreography, neither is it the technique, rather it is the story and the emotion behind the entire item. I began to realize that whether or not I was conscious of it, I was telling my own story to the world through dance. This new idea was also further reinforced by other dancers around me. In the past few years, I've had the amazing opportunity and privilege to teach young dancers while assisting my dance teacher. Slowly and gradually, I started opening up to them and doting on them as if they were my little sisters. Well, there were days that they spat on me, and there were days where they were even a little bit rude. But despite their cheekiness, I still looked forward to every single class I had with them. It was like I was looking in the mirror and teaching 3-year-old Liv. I saw that same vigor and excitement for dance, as well as their eagerness to show me and my dance teacher their best moves and their best splits. That made me want to teach them and give them advice, just like how I would have spoken to my younger self. Not only could I feel their deep keenness to learn and dance, but I also felt the true power and force of movement. Though they lacked maturity in their movements, were not trained, and did not have flawless technique, but I could still feel their deep happiness, sadness, or even loneliness in ballet class. They were just being themselves, without fearing judgment, and were simply dancing their hearts out. In that moment, I was completely flawed. Our emotions are indeed inherently a part of movement, whether or not we had intended to show them. When I dance, my hands, my feet, my limbs, They are the pens writing my story for the world to see. It made me see the beauty of dance, where we can express so much without needing to utter a single word or relying on having stationery in hand. Our bodies convey the story of us every single day of our lives, and there is just no way to completely hide how we feel. The subtleties of body language express the innate emotions and subconscious thoughts that we may endeavor to keep to ourselves. And what makes dance so beautiful is its potential to mute signification, just as it is true of other art forms. When I dance, I just feel like I'm letting my individuality shine through, and that is why dance is so special to me. To me, the soul is an impressive force, and it can have something really extraordinary to share that cannot be conveyed through the limitations of mere words and sentences. And that's why language cannot capture what's outside itself, the in-depth or intensive reality that lies behind its scope. At times like this, when we are stuck and have no way to express the innate emotions and complex emotions that we are experiencing, that is when dance comes into the picture and allows the soul to speak through the body. We all already have the key, and all we have to do is to find that door to unlock this new mode of communication that we all possess. Recently, I also found out that the term emotion is derived from the Latin term emovere, which means to move. Isn't that so crazy? The fact that the essence of emotion is moving. And that's exactly what we do in dance, making that moving movement, making that emotion dance. And if there's one thing that I hope I helped you to realize, I hope it is the fact that our emotions aren't just ideas. They are physically embodied and exemplified by our everyday movements. By understanding the connection between our emotions and our body in motion, we can begin producing more genuine and more mature movements. Do not underestimate the power of your body. Every moment, every instant, we are telling our individual stories and conveying our innate emotions when words fail to articulate and convey. Thank you.